Today I put 30 college football programs on a map to play NFL Imperialism. And yes, I realize how weird that sounds, college football, NFL Imperialism, but trust me, it's gonna make sense. As today our 30 college teams will be made up of their best current NFL alumni. That means Patrick Mahomes is back at Texas Tech, JSN will be catching passes for the Buckeyes, Jahmyr Gibbs is back at Alabama, and much more. This is a really awesome Madden 26 PC mod that allows me to bring the college football game to the NFL. Now, I made a video with this setup a little while back on my channel. I'll leave some information on how you can download it yourself down below in the description, but I had an absolute blast with this setup. You know I had to run it back, but with a couple tweaks, don't worry. The first tweak, and it's a big one, I've given all 30 college teams 2 all-time legends from their program history, one on offense and one on defense. For a school like Alabama, yeah, the rich get richer as they add a couple Hall of Famers to an already stacked roster. A school like Florida State, though, who might not have the strongest roster, I mean Deion Sanders and Quan Bolden, they should definitely be given a boost. Additionally, this roster leaves a lot of current NFL talent on the sideline since it's limited to just 30 college football teams. If a team gets sent to and enters an empty region on our map, I'll allow them to add a free agent from this loaded pool of talent. Like with normal Imperialism, the winning team from each game will get to steal a player from their opponent. Now, let's get it started, shall we? And as with normal Imperialism, we will start this whole thing off with a spin of our wheel to get our first attacking team. It's going to be Cincinnati. I believe Cincinnati is surrounded by teams, so we should get a matchup right away, which we love to see. They're heading south. And never mind, I do not know ball or geography in this case. Cincinnati will get our first free agent acquisition. This will likely be the easiest choice of the video. The Bearcats needed a QB. Welcome in Josh Allen. I'll show the full Cincinnati roster before their first official game. As back to the wheel, we spin Missouri. Another kind of weak roster. They could use a free agent boost, to be quite honest, but they're not going to get it. Directly southwest, as the compass sent them, of Missouri is Oklahoma. The Missouri Tigers, one of the weakest rosters in this video, I'll be quite honest. They do add Kellen Winslow Sr., a great tight end, Justin Smith, a really productive pass rusher, but yeah, they're going to be in tough, especially because the Oklahoma Sooners are one of the top 2 or 3 rosters in this video. They add Adrian Peterson. Are you kidding me? I also gave them Bobby Boyd, a cornerback from way back in the day. Yep, the rich get richer. Oh my gosh, their very first play from scrimmage, Baker Mayfield to Adrian Peterson, a 79-yard touchdown reception. What have I done? The Sooners might be unstoppable. Oh, wait a minute, Tyler Badea, 1-yard rush? Missouri is winning this game right now. Okay, finally Oklahoma's defense has buckled down. Baker, a deep touchdown pass to CeeDee Lamb that might have just broken this game open. Honestly, a way closer final score than it probably should have been, but yeah, Oklahoma does get away with a victory. Oh my goodness, Baker had 418 yards and 5 touchdowns. Yeah, that's a pretty good performance. Adrian Peterson didn't really get it going on the ground, but 5 receptions for 124 yards and a touchdown. I mean, sure, dual threat back, why not? The Sooners start what should be a pretty good run by taking over that Missouri territory. I also let them steal Justin Smith. Pass rusher was a bit more of a position of need for them. Back to the wheel I'd go as we spun Oregon, heading to the Pacific Northwest. That'll be our second free agent acquisition, plus a whole bunch of territory now coming to Oregon. I wish there was a clear-cut wide receiver 1 in free agency, but the Ducks will settle for George Kittle, a new #1 target for Justin Herbert. Back to the wheel we'd go where we'd get a battle of Texas A&M challenging Texas Tech. The Aggies led by Myles Garrett on defense. They add a really old legend named Yale Larry. I'm not familiar with this game, but he's pretty good. Richmond Webb is an offensive lineman. Yeah, this Aggie squad kind of underrated. I like them. On the other side of this matchup, Texas Tech is not the strongest roster, but they add 2 good legends, Zach Thomas and Wes Welker. Finally, Patrick Mahomes has some weapons. Oh my goodness, ladies and gents, look at this. I thought for sure Texas A&M would run away with this game. Patrick Mahomes, about 2 minutes left. Can he come up with a legacy drive? Pass drop. That drop stops the clock just before the 2-minute warning. I mean, Texas Tech needs a full 7. Pat Mahomes to the sideline, big time completion. There is not a lot of talent on the side of the ball with Patrick Mahomes, but Wes Welker is out there. He made Tom Brady great, or well, vice versa. Anyways, Oh my gosh, Patrick Mahomes just threw a back-breaking interception. Well, I was trying to hype my guy up. Texas A&M's defense, which has some ballers, well, they come through when needed most. Our first move to take over Texas was from Texas A&M, a good W, and I mean, come on, I had to do it. Patrick Mahomes is stolen to replace Kyler Murray at QB. As back to the wheel we'd go, and why not rope in another heavyweight? Alabama spun, sent north to take on Tennessee. I don't know if I'm ready for this matchup. I shouted them out in the intro. Alabama, easily the best roster in this video, and are we really gonna let them get better already? Bart Starr, their best legend QB. I mean, that was really their only weakness. Tennessee, oh, based on their legend talent, maybe they can pull off the upset. Reggie White, all-time greatest pass rusher, probably. Peyton Manning, one of the all-time greatest quarterbacks. There isn't much else on this roster, but maybe Peyton can get it done. Oh boy, I'm not sure which school will be able to step up to take down Bama in this video, but it definitely wasn't Tennessee. The Vols actually held tough in moments. Peyton was able to move the ball pretty effectively, a couple touchdown passes, but Bama was too dominant. Jameer had a pair of rushing TDs. Legend Derek Thomas, 2.5 sacks. They're too good. And with their first win in the books, Bama expanded their territory, and yeah, they added Reggie White too. Not that they needed him, but it is what it is. The wheel would spin. Oregon for the second time this video. This time though, they actually have to play a game. USC Oregon, that'll be a good battle. On paper, the Oregon Ducks are a really top-heavy team. They have 5 98+ overalls. Gary Zimmerman, a legend left tackle. Their best offensive weapon, they've already added George Kittle. And Mel Renfro on defense as a legend. Justin Herbert, Bucky Irving, that's a good team. USC on the other side though, man, this roster is deep and loaded. Defensive legend Junior Seau. Offensive legend, I gave them OJ Simpson to carry the rock. They've got the wide receiver talent. They've got Caleb Williams. I think the Trojans might go on a run here. Oh my goodness, first possession, 2.5 minutes into this game, Caleb to Jordan Addison. Yep, that's a good start for USC. Oh my gosh, first possession for Oregon. Look who makes a play for the Trojans. Junior Seau, their defensive legend. Yo, man alive, Oregon. They added George Kittle. They've got legends too. They're getting stomped in this game. An absolutely outrageous game. I mean, yeah, I do think USC is the better roster, but not like that much better. I don't know. I mean, this game wasn't even close. Caleb Williams was amazing, 356 and 4. Justin Herbert could not get it going. Drake London, 11 for 106 and 1. Juju was good. Jordan Addison, 2 touchdown catches. And defensively, I made the right call, I guess. Junior Seau, an interception, 7 total tackles, part of a dominant defensive performance. A huge plot of land stolen by USC, taken over from Oregon. I also let them boost their secondary by stealing Christian Gonzalez from Oregon. Our next wheel spin would bring in Michigan. Can't wait to show you their roster, but they were sent into empty territory. Originally from Stanford, I'm letting Michigan add Christian McCaffrey, a new go-to offensive weapon. We'd get another empty spot and free agent acquisition as Virginia was sent west, allowing them to grab some much needed, I mean, they were desperate for it, quarterback help in the form of Lamar Jackson. We'd finally get another actual matchup as Utah was spun for their debut, taking on Arizona State. The Utes of Utah have 2 pretty good legends, Larry Wilson from way back in the day, the 1960s, Steve Smith Sr., a more recent legend. He's very good. This Utah team looks all right, although Tyler Huntley is probably going to hold them back at quarterback. At least he's got a weapon now in Steve Smith. On the other side, Arizona State, their best offensive legend is Randall McDaniel, one of the best left guards of all time. They also get T-Sizzle, Terrell Suggs coming off the edge. This team is also not that strong. We'll see if Jaden Daniels can lead them. This was a very messy game. I would have loved to jump in at the end, but Arizona State killed like the last 5 minutes. Both QBs put up solid numbers, but Tyler Huntley, 3 interceptions. Jaden threw 1 as well. That's what I mean by it being a sloppy game. Our guy Steve Smith was pretty good for Utah, 6 for 75, just couldn't make quite enough plays. While Terrell Suggs was the better defensive legend in this one, he had a pair of sacks and 2 TFLs. Very productive for Arizona State. A nice debut for the Sun Devils. They take down Utah. I also let them steal Steve Smith Sr. Why not give Jaden Daniels another weapon? We'd go back to the other side of America as Memphis was spun. They were sent north. That is into new Cincinnati territory. The Memphis Tigers definitely not a deep roster. They had Isaac Bruce from the Greatest Show on Turf, Rams, Don Terry Poe. I mean, yeah, this team is gonna be in tough, especially because the Bearcats of Cincinnati look all right. Remember our very first spin of the video, they added free agent Josh Allen. They've also got Trent Cole, Sauce Gardner, and Travis Kelce. And Josh getting busy early for Cincinnati, finding Trey Tucker from 33 yards out to open the scoring. Yeah, Memphis is really struggling to move the ball. Josh has some pretty good receiving weapons. They go up 2 scores, and their defense would take it from there. Only 3 points put up by Memphis. Yeah, that's not enough. A nice move for Cincinnati, their first win of the video. I let them steal Isaac Bruce. Yo, their roster is kind of shaping up. As back to the wheel we went, enter another heavyweight into the chat. LSU spun. They're traveling to take on Ole Miss. The LSU Tigers, what a roster, especially offensively. On defense, I gave them Patrick Peterson as their legend. On offense, Jim Taylor, he played way back in the day with the Green Bay Packers, but they needed a running back. They've got Jefferson, Burrow, and Chase. Come on, man. It's going to be a tall task for Ole Miss, but they do have legend Patrick Willis added to the team, and Eli Manning, you know, he's won a few big games in his career. Maybe he can get it done. Oh my goodness. First update from this game. We are deep into the third quarter. Joe Burrow just got pick-sixed by Patrick Willis, the Ole Miss legend. Oh my gosh, that's a big time play. As look at the score, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Burrow just responded. Touchdown pass to Mason Taylor. We've got a tie game entering the fourth quarter, and we are jumping into a massive play. 1 minute left. It's 3rd and 5. If Ole Miss gets a stop here, they will still have a chance to win the game. Joe Burrow to the end zone. It's broken up. I think that was Patrick Willis. It was in coverage. Obviously, LSU was deep in Ole Miss territory. Yes, we just switched sides of the field, so they've got a chip shot field goal. Ole Miss is out of timeouts. It's not looking great, but there's a chance. There is 47 seconds left on the clock, and there's a chance Eli Manning can get Ole Miss into field goal range. He's got DK Metcalf. He's got AJ Brown. He's got a completion, but AJ was hauled down inbounds. Oh, this is going to be tough. LSU has some dogs in the secondary too, like legend Patrick Peterson. Eli completes. They are slowly but surely moving the ball. 2 completions, 2 first downs. They're near midfield. Another clean pocket. There's a flag on the play. Eli throws an interception. Is that game over? The penalty is a holding on offense. That is game over. I don't know who came up with that pick for LSU, but with the holding penalty declined, the interception, a backbreaker by Eli Manning. It was Grant Delpit in the secondary for LSU with the game-sealing INT. You know what? Credit to Ole Miss for at least keeping it close. Jim Taylor for LSU, that was a pretty good legend addition. 19 for 92 on the ground. He also caught a couple passes, 35 yards, and a touchdown. Defensively, I hate that this Patrick Willis performance is going to waste. He had a pick 6. He had a big pass breakup late in the game, but it wasn't enough. Patrick Willis, though, does live on, as of course I let LSU steal the 99 overall legend. As we moved on, the wheel would set up a pretty intriguing in-state rivalry matchup. Notre Dame spun sent directly into Indiana territory. The Fighting Irish, one of only a couple teams who receive a dual 99 overall boost. Alan Page, defensive tackle. Joe Montana, ever heard of him? This roster is actually pretty good, and 2 of their biggest weaknesses, man, this roster is really good. What am I talking about? They do lack some offensive weapons around Joe Montana, but they are definitely better than Indiana, who get Trent Green and Earl Faison. Yeah, this should probably be a blowout. And indeed it was. Notre Dame with easily the biggest blowout of the video thus far. Joe Montana tossed for a shade under 300 yards and 5 TDs. Insane. On the ground, Kyron Williams was effective with 2 scores of his own. Alan Page in the defense didn't need to do much, but he did have a sack and a TFL in the win. I mean, that could be the start of a really good run for Notre Dame. Their roster, sneaky good. I didn't expect it. They do steal Earl Faison, a 94 overall edge legend. Back to the wheel we'd go. A familiar face, Cincinnati, for their second appearance. Unfortunately, they're traveling to take on Michigan. And Michigan, yeah, you might have caught it in the intro. Tom Brady, Charles Woodson, dual 99 overall legends. They've added free agent Christian McCaffrey. This is a really good team. I'm not sure what else to say. Obviously not fazed by Tom Brady on the other sideline. Josh Allen, opening drive score for Cincinnati. Tom and Michigan with the immediate answer on their first possession. It's McCaffrey in for 6. Michigan got the first stop of the game. They follow it up with another scoring drive. Blake Corum. Oh no, Cincinnati's in some trouble. It's Blake Corum, his second of the game. Michigan's up double digits. And it might be Jover. Are you kidding me? Tom Brady to Roman Wilson. Josh, what happened to your offense, my guy? This game turned into an unexpected bloodbath. I thought Cincinnati was building something, but obviously Michigan's roster looking so good. Both quarterbacks showed up with very similar numbers. I mean, almost identical, but Michigan's ground game was the complete difference. Look at all that yardage. 1 for Christian, 2 touchdowns for Corum. I mean, yeah, Tom Brady's got himself a ground game. A big acquisition of territory for Michigan on the map. Also a big acquisition of Isaac Bruce. Let's give Tom another weapon through the air. Our next matchup would be the first including 2 returning teams, Oklahoma, Texas A&M. This should be a good one. Oklahoma having beaten Missouri, stolen Justin Smith earlier this video. A&M beat Texas Tech and stole Patrick Mahomes. I could see this going either way. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We indeed have a good finish. Oklahoma is up 3. Texas A&M all out of timeouts, both teams. All right, 3 and a bit minutes left. Oh my gosh, Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, that's a big completion. Really? Okay. We did see Patrick Mahomes throw a game-losing interception in his first matchup. That was with Texas Tech. A big man is in motion. A&M's going to run the ball. Devon getting to the perimeter for a first down. The Aggies' offensive legend is their right tackle, Richmond Webb. I see him out there. He might have sealed the edge on that run for H-N. We'll give him credit. Patrick Mahomes, a clean pocket, a little glitchy, but he completes a pass. Pat and the boys are driving. Oklahoma's defense trying to hold. They've got Bobby Boyd. He's an OG legend. He's at the top of the screen in the secondary. He can't do anything about that. Mahomes making it happen. He hasn't even targeted his best weapon, Mike Evans. But here we go. Can they complete the drive with a score? It's a screen pass, not to Devon Achane. Why would you take Achane out and then run a screenplay? That's what he does. That was a really strange decision. Now you're down to 33 seconds left. I don't want to see A&M settle for a field goal. Achane is back in the game. Patrick Mahomes is going to take off. He's going to squeeze through. He's going to be pushed forward, but he's short of the end zone. Oh no, what are they doing? Do they not know the clock? 2 seconds, what? They get the playoff. They should be kicking a field goal. Mahomes to the end zone. It's kicked off. Are you kidding me, Madden? Oh my gosh. He finally targeted Mike Evans, but it's game over. What did I just witness, Patrick Mahomes? I need to just figure out what. So Patrick came up short. It looked like he crossed the goal line on the scramble on whatever that was, 2nd or 3rd down. The clock was running. They had like 15 seconds, no timeouts. I think they could have gotten their field goal unit out there. Madden is so crazy. They elect to go for it, which is kind of awesome. I mean, you're going all in, but the pass was broken up. Wow. I mean, definitely the game of the video so far. I certainly thought Texas A&M was about to win that game, but Oklahoma does survive. On paper, the Sooners' biggest weakness is their secondary, so I'm giving them legend Yale Larry. I mean, we can't let Patrick. He keeps losing Patrick Mahomes. I couldn't steal him once again. I don't know how we could possibly follow that game up with another equal banger, but maybe we'll find out. Georgia Tech. They've got a couple fun legends, even though their roster isn't the greatest. Oh no, they are. Yeah, they could have used a free agent acquisition. Instead, they're going to have to play Georgia. That's not great. The Yellow Jackets have a really good legend duo, as mentioned. Calvin Johnson, Megatron on defense, Keith Brooking, the Atlanta Falcons legend, but they really have nothing else. On the other side, the Georgia Bulldogs, one of the best teams already. They had Champ Bailey in the secondary, Hines Ward as a weapon for Matt Stafford. This game is going to be a blowout. Okay, I don't even want to talk about this game. I mean, yeah, I saw it coming, but it's a little depressing. Matthew Stafford had 358 yards and 5 touchdowns. That's a little bit good. Calvin Johnson for Georgia Tech. I mean, I'm surprised he even completed 4 passes. That's a pretty good performance. And now Megatron gets stolen by or rescued by Georgia. Yeah, the rich really get richer with this move. Back to the wheel we go. Nebraska was spun for the first time, surrounded by empty territory. I'm not surprised they get to add a free agent. Welcome to the Cornhuskers NFL MVP runner-up Drake May. Another new team was spun next, Iowa State, to make their debut. Good luck with that, taking on Michigan. Iowa State, 2 legends added, not great. Matt Blair, he played for the Vikings, a linebacker. Kaleki Osmeli, I don't know if I'm saying that right, an offensive lineman. They do have Brock Purdy, Brees Hall, but we know how good Michigan is. And it was another predictable blowout for Michigan. Tom was terrific for the Wolverines, cresting 300 yards passing with 2 touchdowns. One of those went to Christian McCaffrey, who went for over 120 yards from scrimmage and 2 scores, while Charles Woodson picked off Brock Purdy. All-out dominance all over the place for the U of M. Michigan sees their territory expand once again, and they pick up a pretty good run-stuffing linebacker. This was kind of crazy. The wheel spun Alabama again, and somehow they avoid playing LSU or Georgia. I do kind of feel bad for Mississippi State. It's not the worst team ever. Definitely competitive. Fletcher Cox, a legend added, as well Eric Moulds. That gives Dak Prescott a pretty good #1 weapon. Can they keep up with Bama? I kind of doubt it, but let's find out. Okay, this is a crazy game I'm witnessing. Bama is up 10 Penn 7. Mississippi State has forced 2 safeties. I don't know what is going on with Madden today, but that's hilarious. Unfortunately, defensive scores could not keep Mississippi State in this game. They were actually right there. Their offense just had no pop. Bart Starr threw for 282 yards and 2 TDs. Yeah, I mean, Dak was slinging it, but couldn't get much going. Dog, Bama's pass rush is insane. Derek Thomas, 2 sacks. I think he had 2.5 in his first game. Jonathan Allen. They added Reggie White. Yeah, who's going to beat this team? Especially when they keep getting better. Fletcher Cox, a legend, added to the defense. They did not need that at all. Arizona State was spun once again by the wheel, sent into free agent territory. I let them add Trey McBride, another offensive weapon. It took a minute, but we finally got the debut of Ohio State, and that compass spin, I'm going to say, is also the debut of Penn State. The Buckeyes definitely an S-tier roster in this video. I gave them Dick LeBeau in the secondary, Eddie George as a lead running back. We know all about their wide receivers. Can CJ Stroud get the job done though? He's got enough weapons. On the other side of this matchup, Penn State, I gave them Jack Ham, a Pittsburgh Steeler legend. They've got Micah Saquon. The best quarterback I could find was Kerry Collins. I mean, I had to do it. Can they keep up with Ohio State? After Ohio State opened the scoring, Kerry Collins to Saquon Barkley, 72 yards to the house. I mean, that'll help. Okay, late in the first half, Penn State takes a lead. It's Collins to Saquon, another receiving touchdown. Ohio State's offense has gone completely cold this game. Finally, another scoring drive. Terry McLaurin in for 6. But that would be as close as Ohio State comes. Another game I definitely should have jumped into, but the clock management, I don't even know what just happened. I thought Ohio State was going to get the ball back with like 30 seconds left, and Penn State must have bled the clock. That is definitely my bad. A 6-point win though from Penn State. I mean, end of discussion. CJ Stroud couldn't get the job done. Oh my word. Saquon didn't do much on the ground. 7 for 151 and 2. He must have been their go-to slot receiver with those Madden stats. On defense, Jack Ham was everywhere. 12 total tackles and an INT. I guess I made the right call with that legend edition. That is a big shift. I thought Ohio State would show up in this video and immediately make a run, but not meant to be. Obviously, a ton of choices with who to steal for Penn State, but I went with Jackson Smith and Jigba. Maybe a bit biased, but I feel like they just need more offensive weapons. As we are very nearly at the midway point of this video in terms of our teams left on the map, it's Arizona State again. The wheel loves them. Will they be forced to play another game, or can they add another free agent? Oh no, Arizona State is being forced to play Oklahoma. That is not ideal. Arizona State just added Trey McBride as a free agent. They stole Steve Smith earlier in the video, but their roster is still nowhere close to Oklahoma. Do we see an upset here? Okay, well, that's a pretty good start. A field goal, a turnover, and a Jaden Daniels rushing touchdown. Oklahoma quickly snags back momentum before half. Baker to Marvin Mims. They'll have a lead. Oh, after forcing another turnover, Arizona State's going to tie this game up heading into the fourth quarter, and they're going to take the lead. Jaden Daniels to Trey McBride. They're going to be up 4 with 6 minutes left. Are you kidding me, Oklahoma? They dodged a massive bullet, did the Sooners. Remember, against Patrick Mahomes and Texas A&M. 3rd and 5 here. This would be a monster stop for Arizona State, and it's not going to happen. Baker with a dot to Mark Andrews for first down. Okay, ASU, you can bend, but you cannot break. They, of course, need a full 7, and they're going to get it right here. Okay, or not. Adrian Peterson picks up most of it, though. What a run. I am surprised Adrian Peterson wasn't able to bounce it in right there, just force his way through. But with just under 3 minutes left, it'll be Joe Mixon who also gets stopped up. Honestly, Arizona State should just let Oklahoma score here because they are killing clock the Sooners. I can't believe it. They're really gonna get away with it again in the clutch, a game they probably should have lost. Baker Mayfield. Okay, what was that play call, my guy? Are you kidding me? We hit the 2-minute warning. I guess this isn't game over. AP was like 6 inches from a touchdown. Since then, Oklahoma's gone backwards, and Baker's gonna get sacked by Lawrence Guy. Are you kidding me? Baker Mayfield just lost 12 yards on his own. I thought it was done. Can Terrell Suggs and the Sun Devils come up with one more stop? Baker, clean pocket. It's intercepted, but there's a flag. Oh, don't tell me it's pass interference. Ref, do not tell me it's holding on the offense. Oh my. Unbelievable scenes. Oklahoma choked so hard. How did Adrian Peterson not just score that touchdown on the first run? In terms of stats, Baker outplayed Jaden Daniels in every category except one. Interceptions. Another game-ending INT, by the way. Oh my gosh. Terrell Suggs had 7 tackles, 2 TFLs, 3.5 sacks. We are seeing some legendary performances in this video, and it couldn't have come at a better time for ASU. That is undoubtedly the biggest upset of the video to this point. Arizona State was certainly inferior on paper, but that doesn't matter. I know he failed to finish the job and get in the end zone for Oklahoma, but of course we had to bring Adrian Peterson to Arizona State. Are they about to make a crazy run? As we moved on, Penn State was spun once again, but they were sent into one of our few remaining free agent spots. I gave them Derek Brown. That's really going to help their defensive line. And that defensive line was immediately about to be put to the test. As Michigan was spun, they were sent into Penn State territory. Let's go. I don't want to lie and act like these two teams are perfectly equal on paper. Michigan definitely has the better roster, but both these squads have been and will be competitive, so hopefully we get a good finish here. Oh, Tom Brady to Nico Collins finishes off Michigan's first drive. Come on, Penn State. Oh no! Charles Woodson pick six. Well, yeah, that is what he did. One of the greatest to ever do it. Okay, Penn State's in trouble. Okay, it's been a minute. Penn State's offense has been so bad. They do get a score though. Kerry Collins to my guy JSN. There's 5.5 minutes left. Oh my goodness. Isaac Bruce returned to kick 100 yards for a touchdown. What is going on, Michigan? How are they? Wow, what a truly insane simulation. I couldn't even keep up with the wacky... Wow. All right, man, we got to break this down. I showed it earlier to give them a 2-score lead. Charles Woodson pick six. You don't see a lot of those during the Madden sim, but of course, Charles Woodson 99 overall. After JSN finally scored a touchdown for Penn State, I didn't know what happened in the sim, but yeah, a kickoff return. You never see one of those. Why is Isaac Bruce returning kicks? I don't know, but he's a legend too. I mean, Michigan owns darn near half the map at this point. I also let them steal Jack Ham, who's been really effective this video. Their roster is amazing. The wheel would spin for the first time, BYU, and we narrowly sent them into a free agent territory. And when they eventually make their debut, they will be joined BYU by Jonathan Taylor. That's not bad. And after that short hiatus, the wheel decided it was time for chaos. Georgia, Bama, what else needs to be said? Let's get to it. I am fully expecting this game to go the distance. So much legendary talent on both sides of the ball. I honestly can't remember everyone who's involved in this game. And this game has been all defense. Georgia has a safety. The first touchdown comes with 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. What is going on? There you go, Georgia. They finally put together a scoring drive. DeAndre Swift in for 6. And we're going to jump into this game. 56 seconds left. The game is tied at 10. I don't know what's happening to these offenses. Can Matt Stafford and the Georgia Bulldogs actually make something happen? They just burn so much clock. Madden clock management. What are we doing here? All you need is a field goal. Like one chunk completion here, Matt Stafford. You've got the weapons. It'll be another short one to Bowers. I think we're going to end up in overtime here. I don't know what Georgia's plan is. No way Madden is smart enough for them to hit a quick completion, spike the ball, kick a field goal. I don't know. I don't know how Bama's pass rush isn't getting to Matt Stafford. I had such high expectations for this game. Turns out neither of these teams deserves to win. I mean, we're punting. Yeah, I guess it's the right call for Georgia. This game's going to end in overtime. I kind of hate that. And I don't want to risk this game glitching out. Alabama will take possession first. They're going backwards. They're punting the ball away. Georgia's almost immediately in field goal range. So this game should probably end pretty quickly here for the Bulldogs. And indeed, it ends 13-10. Our battle of heavyweights. I mean, that was, kind of a letdown. I mean, Bart Starr threw for a lot of yards, but neither he or Stafford threw for a touchdown. I don't know how did it play out like this? Defensively, there was a bunch of sacks from both teams. I mean, no interceptions. I don't know. It was a punting masterclass, I suppose. But it ends with Georgia taking down the big bad Bama Crimson Tide. That is a big shift in this video. I decided to let Georgia steal Derek Thomas. I could have given them Reggie White, but honestly, Thomas has been much more productive this video, so hopefully he carries that forward for Georgia. At long last, we'd get Florida, the entire state, involved in this video. Miami taking on FSU. Let's do it. The Hurricanes, not the best roster, but they add Ray Lewis, 99 overall. Also, Edgerrin James, an underrated running back from the early 2000s. Can they get the job done? Honestly, these two teams kind of on par with each other. Deion Sanders and Anquan Bolden added to the Florida State Seminoles. That secondary is crazy for FSU. Can Jameis Winston protect the ball, make enough plays though? We will have to find out. All right, here we go. I guess Jameis has made enough plays. Florida State is up 6. Cam Ward is going to have to go basically the entire length of the field. That is a pretty good start right there. A big chunk completion to KJ Osborne. Why are there 3 running backs out there? What is my, oh my gosh, dog, this game is so broken. Dude, I am running Madden on the PC. I have a mod that is supposed to help the gameplay. You can't stop these teams from being absolutely stupid in the clutch. Cam Ward, another completion, but the clock just keeps ticking. I don't even know what to say. You're gonna need a miracle now, Miami. Plenty of weapons in the secondary for FSU to prevent one of those miracles. Yeah, it's over. It's over. 4th down. I mean, yeah, are they gonna go Hail Mary here? 13 seconds left, no timeouts. It doesn't matter. Cam Ward is gonna throw short. It's incomplete. Wow. Well, okay then. Anquan Bolden was the shining star in this game. 7 for 110 and 1. I guess I really did help Florida State with that upgrade. The Seminoles do indeed win the state of Florida. Good job. And even though their defense is already pretty solid, I figured why not give them Ray Lewis too. Another 99. With just 12 teams left, we'd finally get another team making their debut. Nebraska traveling to take on Arizona State. The Cornhuskers, led by legends Ndamukong Suh and Hall of Famer Roger Craig, they added Drake May from free agency. It's not a very deep team, but I don't know, maybe Drake can carry. This game stayed much closer than I assumed it would. Drake May did lead the Cornhuskers offense, 214 and 2 through the air, while Roger Craig produced 140 plus yards from scrimmage. But Adrian Peterson found pay dirt twice in his Sun Devils debut, and Terrell Suggs had a pair of sacks as Arizona State would continue their run. Another big piece of real estate added by the Sun Devils, also a big anchor in a positive way for their defense. USC was spun next. For the first time in a minute, they were gonna take on BYU in their debut. The BYU Cougars did add free agent Jonathan Taylor earlier in the video. They have Puka Nacua, Fred Warner, Steve Young, their legend on offense. That will really help them. Brett Kiesel, not the greatest legend on defense, but they've got some pieces, BYU. BYU actually does have like the top end talent. Their best 4 or 5 players are kind of on par with a lot of other schools, but they are definitely not deep enough, at least in comparison to USC. Nothing doing for either team in this game. Deep into the 3rd quarter, we get our first touchdown. Caleb to Amon-Ra. Ooh, a quick answer for BYU. There's 2 of their superstars, Steve Young and Puka Nacua, connecting for 6. Are you kidding me? Are we really going to get a crazy upset here? USC, you need to wake up right now. And they did not wake up. Are you actually kidding me? Are you actually... How is that even possible? BYU, those Mormons go crazy. I don't know what to say. My guy Steve Young was amazing. 3-12 and 2, one of our better QB performances we've seen this video. Jonathan Taylor really did nothing for them. I mean, he was more productive than OJ, I suppose, but barely. Puka was good, 6 for 67 and 1. Defensively, Brett Kiesel had a sack. Wow. I don't know what to say. USC, you just choked. That is a massive territory shift on our map. I mean, to say the least. Welcome to the video, BYU. In fact, we've only got 10 teams left in our video. Still 4 free agent spots we have yet to hit. I mean, this could go any direction from here. And speaking of any direction, so many players I could have stolen for BYU. I went with Gonzo. They needed a premier piece in the secondary. Originally from Oregon, but he comes from USC. And with just 10 teams remaining, we'd spin for the first time in a while. Notre Dame, they were moving to take on Michigan. What a legendary QB battle. Joe Montana on one side, Tom Brady on the other. Thanks to winning a bunch of games, though. I mean, Michigan definitely has the better supporting cast. Notre Dame, though, hanging tough. It took a while. Michigan gets their first score. It's a Tom Brady rushing touchdown. Okay, then. And another big play made by Isaac Bruce for Michigan, 47 yards to the house. But here we go, jumping in after the 2-minute warning. Notre Dame with possession. They are down 8, but they are in Michigan territory. A completion from Montana. No timeouts left for either side. Who knows what kind of clock management shenanigans we're about to see. Michigan, they can bend, they just cannot break, but that's a near first. It's important to note that Joe Montana has like no supporting cast offensively. Kyron Williams, yes, but he just completed a pass to Chase Claypool and another one. Did he get his feet in bounds? No way. Michigan is reviewing it. Did Chase Claypool get his toes down? It didn't look like it to me. Oh, the call stands. Joe Montana is making it happen with my Canadian brother, Chase Claypool, who is, not the greatest NFL receiver ever. Kyron Williams in space gets hauled down. It's empty backfield for Notre Dame. Here they go. Joe Montana. He's got time. He's scrambling. It gets knocked away. Charles Woods. Wait a minute. What? He caught that? Are you kidding me? I was trying to give credit to Charles Woodson for a great defensive play. He dropped it, didn't he? That is insane. I will have showed the replay. He definitely he did not complete the catch. Oh my word. Anyways, Notre Dame needs a 2-point convert. The handoff. All right. Okay. Well, all right. So it doesn't matter. It wasn't a touchdown, but it doesn't matter. What a finish to this game. Notre Dame cheating. I don't know how they called that a touchdown. And then they immediately get stuffed on the 2-point convert. Good stuff, Madden. This quarterback duel did not really deliver. Joe Montana, Tom Brady, neither guy putting up big numbers, but Tom does get the win. That is win number 4 of the video for Michigan. Their roster is just stupidly loaded. They steal Alan Page from Notre Dame. The wheel would bring us Arizona State once again. I'm going to say that compass spin, though, sends them into one of our remaining UFA territories. The Sun Devils get to add our best remaining free agent, Max Crosby, next to Terrell Suggs. They are really building something. And ironically, our very next spin, it would be Virginia again. They haven't played a game yet, but they'll add their second free agent. We'll see if Trent McDuffie can make a play or two in the secondary when Virginia eventually has to play. And speaking of finally having to play, we would get a matchup, LSU taking on Georgia, who have already beaten Alabama. These heavyweights about to do battle again. I just checked. LSU has only played and obviously won a single game. Georgia has 2 wins under their belt, including Alabama, so I think they should be favored. Oh, what just happened? Matthew Stafford to Calvin Johnson. It was a big play. Did Calvin fumble? Patrick Queen recovered. I thought they were about to be on the goal line. A big defensive play by LSU. They turn it into 6 to start the game. Burrow to Jettas, of course. LSU's defense has absolutely been the story of this game, holding Georgia to just 3 points. We've got a chance to see a game-sealing touchdown, and it's going to be Justin Jefferson on the jet sweep. That was a great play call, and it worked. I would say Georgia's strength is more their defense than their offense, but still, to see them only producing 6 points. Okay, that was a really quick answer. This game might not be done yet. Oh my gosh, Matthew Stafford to Calvin again. They've scored 2 touchdowns in about 5 minutes. LSU, don't choke. Are you kidding me? Okay, LSU, they were on my radar for a potential massive choke, but look at this victory formation as the clock expires. They did manage to secure 1 or 2 first downs after that last Megatron touchdown. They were in control this entire game. They earned it. A really good performance from LSU's running back legend, Jim Taylor, 17 for 92. Bro, Joe Burrow had 50 yards too. All right. Jefferson was elite, 8 for 103 and a touchdown. Calvin Johnson had 6 for 107 and 2. Some crazy receiver performances, but it wasn't enough for Georgia, as they do fall a bit surprisingly to LSU. I mean, the Tigers are elite too. I guess I'm not shocked. And Derek Thomas, who was originally on Alabama, he's now onto his 3rd team. I did give him to LSU for the win. No rest for LSU. They were right back up as Virginia was finally forced to play a game this video. Good luck, Cavaliers. The Virginia Cavaliers are led by 2 legends that look alike. Rondé Barber, Tiki Barber. Yes, they are both here. They have added Trent McDuffie and Lamar Jackson from free agency, but I think it's too late. This team is not going to be good. Yeah, that that got ugly. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry for subjecting you to that, Lamar. Big W for LSU as they continue to try and stack their roster to eventually compete with Michigan. And I will let them steal Tiki Barber from Virginia, giving them another legend running back. Their offense is just perfect, man. At very long last, the wheel would finally introduce Texas to the video, taking on ASU, the tip of their territory. If these 2 teams had met at the outset of this video, Texas would have been the favorite. Bijan Robinson, Steve McMichael, a defensive legend, Bobby Lane, a legend QB. This is a pretty solid squad, but unfortunately, Arizona State has been involved all video. They are much better than where they started and should probably be the favorite here. Oh my goodness. Maybe not. Roschon Johnson in for 6. Texas is about to be up 2 scores. What is happening, Arizona State? Oh my goodness. 2 plays later, Deshaun Elliott picks off Jaden Daniels. This might be an epic collapse. The Longhorns finish the drive. It's Jaden Blue. Dude, anybody other than Bijan's getting into the end zone, and it doesn't even matter. Okay, Arizona State finally waking up to open the second half. Jaden to Steve Smith. I think they're still going to win this game, but they're having a sweat. And there's the tying touchdown, Jaden to Trey McBride. This is a really good roster. And here it is, 45 seconds left. Dude, Texas has fought so valiantly. If they can force a turnover here, I mean, the game's not technically over, but this second half has been all Arizona State. Texas was trying to hold on with defense and field position. I don't think it's going to happen unless Madden screws over Arizona State with the clock management. Jaden get... No. Oh my gosh. There's no way that just happened. happened? I am in shock. Jaden Daniels actually fumbled. Okay, Texas, they get possession first in OT. Can they move the ball? 3rd and 3. They go backwards. Here we go. Arizona State. Can they finally clutch up in this game? 3rd and 9. 4th and 1. They punt it away. Texas given another shot. They're actually moving the ball. They're moving the ball. Bobby Lane, Bijan Robinson. Did they do it? They got to win. They did it. What an upset. Arizona State started slow, came on strong, then could not clutch up. Max Crosby and Ndamukong Suh, Terrell Suggs. Bro, ASU was a super team and they lost. That is why we make these videos, for chaos just like this. Will Texas have enough steam, enough momentum now to, I don't know, upset Michigan or BYU? I mean, we're going to have to find out. Their roster needs a little bit of everything at this point. Instead of defense, I decided to give Bobby Lane an offensive weapon. Steve Smith Sr. onto his 3rd team of the video. And with just 6 teams left on the wheel, unfortunately, Michigan was spun again and the compass. Yeah, Illinois, you've got to play a game eventually. I can't really sugarcoat this, but Illinois, Ray Nitschke, Bobby Mitchell, 2 really old legends. That's fun. It's not the worst team ever, but they're about to get steamrolled. Yeah, unfortunately, no crazy upset here. Wasn't expecting it. Let's just move on to the next one. A pretty minor move in terms of real estate. I mean, Michigan, they own enough USA already, but a major move in that they add yet another 99 overall legend. Wait, not Jack Ham, Ray Nitschke. They've got 5 99 legends. I think they're going to win this video. But with just 5 teams remaining, BYU got blessed again, sent to one of our 2 remaining free agent spots. They go ahead and add Jesse Bates from free agency. Any playmaker at this point will help their cause. And that BYU cause would be put to the test immediately, traveling to take on the newcomer, Texas. I feel like a refresher on the BYU roster could be helpful. Christian Gonzalez, Puka Nacua, Fred Warner, Steve Young, Jonathan Taylor, and Jesse Bates. They're 2 free agent acquisitions. That's a lot of top-end talent. Can they get the job done? Oh my gosh. Look at that play right there. 90-yard rushing TD by Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, that's a game breaker. BYU simply not messing around. That Jonathan Taylor was one of touchdown was one of many big plays from the Cougars. Texas did a nice job taking down Arizona State, but really they just cleared the way for BYU. 9 for 122 and 1 for Jonathan Taylor. Why did he get less carries than Tyler Algier? I don't know. And look at this, BYU's leading receiver, not Puka Nacua. It was Taysom Hill. Who's coaching this team? Sean Payton? Massive move by BYU to take over all that territory as we are down to our final 4. I mean, clearly BYU needs some more receiving help. You can't be throwing the ball to Taysom Hill that much. Steve Smith is on to another team. LSU absolutely blessed on our final 4 spin as they got our final free agent spot. It's not sexy, but they add 96 overall Joe Thuney to their offensive line, and they'd be put right back to the test. LSU, they were sent south by the compass, so I figure the only team south of them is Florida State, and we haven't seen Florida State's roster in a minute. They've only won a single game this video. Ray Lewis, pretty good pickup to go with Dion Anquan, but I don't know if this squad is deep enough at this point in the video. Just before half, Joe Burrow finds Tiki Barber for 6. Florida State, though, is still in this game. Dude, Jameis Winston has some sort of magic. I don't know what to say. He leads a touchdown scoring drive. Trey Benson finishes it off. Yep, here we go. 2-minute warning. We've got ourselves a ball game. What? Florida State has the ball, and all they need is a field goal. Don't know how it's happened. Don't know why Jameis is so yoked in this video game. Oh, that pass is broken up. During the first video I recorded with this setup, Jameis also went crazy. Florida State, there's just something about this team. He's only like a 71 overall. Can he make some plays down the stretch? Oh, what? Why was that not completed? Well, that's definitely disappointing. A quick 3 and out. I thought we were gonna get some Jameis magic. Now the pressure shifts back to LSU. They can't choke this, right? All they need is 3. And instead they would actually go ahead and get 6. I went from the super sim menu just because I've had some games with clock management glitches. But yeah, there you go. Jameis fought hard. He threw for over 300 yards and a touchdown. Joe Burrow, though, definitely outplayed him. Tiki Barber, a great pickup, I guess, for LSU. 20 for 101 and 1 on the ground. He also caught 6 passes and a touchdown. Jamar went crazy, 139 and 2. Patrick Queen has been making plays all video. I think LSU, they might be able to take down Michigan. Let's go. Just 3 teams remain on our map as LSU takes over Florida. It's definitely overkill at this point, but I put Dion on the Tigers to go with Patrick Pat, Pete, Derek Stingley. This roster's insane. Just 3 teams remain. This is a massive spin of the wheel because one team won't have to play a game. BYU is not the lucky squad. This compass spin is massive. If it's at all north, they will have to play Michigan. If it's at all south, we will send them off to play LSU. BYU will... Okay, well, it's south, I guess, going by my rules. That means they will have to play LSU. Michigan gets to advance through to the final of this video. There's no doubt that LSU has the far superior roster, but BYU has enough star talent that they could possibly pull this off. LSU, though, not messing around. 1 drive, 1 score, Burrow to Jamar Chase. Ooh, Gonzo, a huge play for BYU on the second LSU possession, intercepting a pass, and the Cougars immediately turn that into points. Steve Young to Dax Milne, tie game. BYU gets another one before half. Steve Young using his legs. Oh, that's clutch. A 2-minute offense possession for LSU ends in 6. Mason Taylor on the receiving end. And there's a legendary defensive play for LSU. Patrick Willis stolen from Ole Miss. And that's going to be points for LSU, who take the lead out of halftime. BYU won't stop fighting though. Steve Young to Puka. If they get 2, it's a tie game in the 4th. No, unfortunately, they did not get 2. And that ends up being the difference. LSU would grind clock. I couldn't even jump in. There was nothing to watch. They literally just bled the clock as BYU. Oh, how'd they miss that 2-point? What a game. Steve Young, 251, 2-1. He also rushed a touchdown in. Joe Burrow's been great all video. On the ground, Jonathan Taylor tried doing his thing. Tiki Barber. I mean, neither guy was really able to get loose. Puka Nacua was a game changer for BYU. 8 for 145-1. Jamar, though, again was awesome. Defensively, Patrick Willis, Gonzo for BYU. So many star players and legends making plays, which is why I love making these videos. But in the end, BYU's somewhat surprising run in this video does come to an end, and we are left with 2 monster heavyweights. We will have one final spin this video. This is for home field advantage in our championship Imperialism final. And it's going to be LSU. They've also got the momentum. LSU has won 5 games this video. They have earned their spot here. Their most recent steal a player is Fred Warner from BYU. I mean, look at this roster. It is perfect. So many legends, weapons on both sides of the ball. It really couldn't get any better. While their opponent in the final, Michigan, has also won 5 games. Crazy how that works out. Alan Page, Jack Ham, Tom Brady, Charles Woodson. I would say this roster is a little bit less impressive on paper, but I mean, they got 599 overalls. What are we even doing here? Michigan versus LSU, 86 overall versus 85 overall. Not that that matters. NFL college football imperialism comes to an end right here. All defense in the early going until LSU breaks it open. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, they have been electric this video. Michigan answers a long touchdown drive capped by Blake Corum punching one in from the 1-yard line. Oh, a big play finally breaks this game open in the second half. Tom Brady, Nico Collins, 46 yards. The Wolverines take a lead. LSU answers though. It was 4th down. Joe Burrow to Malik Neighbors. All the superstars are coming through. Oh my gosh. Dude, Michigan has Christian McCaffrey. Why is Blake Corum getting all the run? I don't know, but it's working. 43 yards to the house. This game is insane. Joe Burrows to Malik Neighbors again. And again, it was on 4th down. Michigan, you need to get a stop, man. Okay, this is insane. We are jumping into this game. Michigan, another potential scoring drive. They are at the 4-yard line. I just noticed LSU's jerseys are glitching in this game. We switch sides of the field. Dog, Madden is a crazy game. I don't know what's going on with the mod. LSU is wearing Indianapolis Colts jerseys, and they are not able to stop Christian McCaffrey from getting in for 6. This game has been such a banger, I can't restart it and try and load the proper jerseys. LSU wearing the Colts jerseys. Can they clutch up? Oh no. Joe Burrow just got sacked. A massive loss. Time is ticking away. Burrow is going to complete a pass to Malik Neighbors, I believe. They rush it up to the line. So many X-Factor superstars out there. And yes, LSU's players' legs are they are disappearing. It's a crazy glitch. All Michigan has to do is bend but do not break. Are they gonna spike the ball? LSU? No, they are not. What is going on? Don't tell me they hand this ball off. I'm gonna be so mad. No, Joe Burrow from under center. He's looking deep. The pass rush comes. He throws it away. 25 seconds left. Superstar talent, legends everywhere. Can Michigan hold on and win this game? They have played so well. Joe Burrow is gonna get brought down by Aiden Hutchinson for the second time on this this drive, and I think that might just do it. Did I curse LSU by not fixing their jerseys? I didn't see it in time. It is now 4th and 11. To be fair, Michigan has been so good all video. It's Tom Brady, man. What do you expect? Burrow towards the end zone. It's caught. Justin Jefferson. He's going to be short. That's going to be it. An amazing game, but in the end, Michigan's defense holds. I'm sorry, LSU. Your jerseys were glitched. I don't think that really affected anything. Joe Burrow actually majorly outplayed Tom Brady, only 176-1. Michigan running backs did all the work. 81 yards for McCaffrey, 53 for Corum. They combined for 3 touchdowns, 2.5 sacks for Aiden Hutchinson, 2 for Mason Graham, half a sack for Alan Page. The defense was absolutely on point, and in what was their 6th win of the video, I mean, they deserved it. Michigan is indeed champions of NFL Imperialism, but everyone's on their college team. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did down below. There are quite a few glitches and issues with this mod. I tried to fight through them. I can't believe LSU's jerseys got screwed up in the final game, but what can you do, man?